My dear friend, today you found out I'm a homeschooler and your eyes betrayed all the fear and negativity you associated with the word homeschool. Then, trying to be polite, you asked me, aren't you concerned about their socialization and staying on track with their grade level? I told you that I wasn't because we had community groups and clubs with plenty of friendshipping opportunities. I told you I wasn't because we follow a different education philosophy that follows each individual child's development and lets them grow in their natural pace. You seemed appeased that my children have friends and are involved in scouting, church, karate, choir, theater, field trips, and homeschool social groups. Socialization isn't a concern, you realized aloud, but you remain flabbergasted by my seemingly superhuman ability to teach my own children in every subject every day. I see it in the width of your eyes and the subtle shake of your head. You know I cannot be all things to my children, and you cannot picture how we get along from day to day without the structure of public schools that has become so traditional. I'm writing to you now to share a glimpse through the keyhole of our home. It isn't at all what you think. That messy floor and the piles of laundry and dishes mean we live here, but we clean up a little every day and heavy clean each Saturday. Still, the signs of family life persist. In every stack of half-drawn-on papers, in every recycled container full of dirt, seeds, or vinegar, unnamed artwork, and unsanctioned experiments. It's the free flow of ideas and curiosity that makes us strange, isn't it? The messiness, even more pronounced than the average big family with young children, doesn't recommend our lifestyle very convincingly, does it? No thanks, you might say. I like my nice things in my tidy house, but we like our lived-in things too. We love the paintings and sketches that line our walls, the trophies and ribbons from competitions our children have enthusiastically entered, the books upon books upon books that line our wall of bookshelves. We don't always love our messes, but we do love what they represent. We love the children who make them and the beautiful dreams that inspire them. One of my children, who loved to line up all his trains and cars in an organized line when he was 3, soon graduated to lining up dominoes with Jenga blocks and marbles, eventually creating complicated Rube Goldberg machines. He loved to watch the chain reactions and to make them happen. He could spend hours troubleshooting to be sure the balls and levers acted exactly as they should. At age 8, he entered a Young Inventors contest at the local children's museum and won the first place prize. My little engineer was creating robotic designs and learning to program in 2 different coding languages. But engineering isn't all he did. No, he also sang a solo and played a lead role in a play about his pioneer ancestors for Pioneer Day, and later wowed an audience of family and friends with his performance as Scrooge in a play called A Very Merry Christmas Carol. His language arts didn't suffer either. He attended a tween author boot camp and won a writing contest. $20 prize that convinced him he wanted to be a writer. Whether my now 11-year-old will be an engineer, a novelist, an actor, or a stand-up comic, he doesn't quite know for sure. Maybe he'll be a weaver, like the artist he learned about in Peru who designs incredible tapestries that have elevated and provided work to others in his community. But for now, my son is content weaving rag rugs to pay for his karate tuition. His goal is to earn his black belt in 2 years. Is he an anomaly in my family? No. All 5 of my kids have unique interests that guide their learning and provide ample opportunities for socialization as well. Our lives are messy, but full and happy. It might be hard to imagine and even more difficult to explain how we learn and grow outside the traditional system, but I hope this little narrative has helped you to understand. Love, Katrina.